Hello, everybody. This is Faheem Jackson, and this is episode 56 of my podcast show, In the Know. This is a short form podcast show which is aimed at putting people in the know with a variety of topics, using my experiences and viewpoints in life to put people in that know. Now, what's in the know? It's using my understanding of these experiences to make understanding of topics regarding this podcast show. The following is an introduction speech into the topic of today, and that introduction speech is regarding your true career qualifications with the degree that you've attained. You ever wonder while you were in school what the degree you pursued will actually do for you once you get into the real world? Or better yet, what are your qualifications now that you have this sheet of paper? Because so many people feel that since they have this degree, they can now step into society and command this high level income. Maybe because they went on salary.com or some other site and saw that average income starting out with this degree earns $80,000 a year. Then you realize you're about to start a job where you're making more like 40,000. That is when reality hit and you say, "What about the other 40?" No, no, no. You have to build to be qualified for that money. You didn't see the lower earnings range. That is where you start. So you have to work years just to be average and even more to be the higher earners. And that is what we will be discussing for today. Your qualifications from your degree program. How qualified are you in your career field with your level of education? Let's look at certain levels of education. Let's look at the associate. Usually a small 2-year degree, which you can get out quicker, out of less money, and earn a living still. And for the people who have an associate, for the longest were able to do so. Why? Well, an associate degree gave you a quick in into a trade that could be used to help you make decent money. Now, the idea of decent wages is relative, but nonetheless, you can survive. Hey, even some people have been known to thrive. But this changed over the years as more and more people went to college. We all had to up the ante, and now the next level was necessary, which is bachelor's degree. This degree program, for the longest, stood as a testament to how far you've come. For most parents, a kid with a degree was someone who was one of the only, if not the first, to attain it in their families. This degree also meant stepping into the world with the next level up from high school and an associate. Also, you were able to have a higher strength and vocabulary, as well as the more advanced versions of the studies you learned 4 years prior in high school. But even today in the bachelor's degree program has almost become the new high school diploma. Something that you just have to have in order to attain employment with a survivable wage. So what's next? You got it, the master's degree. Master's degrees is the next one. Here's the level of education which aims at the more advanced version of the bachelor's. This is where case studies from actual real life situations are used to help guide you through your degree program. In these programs, the classes are much smaller, so there's more of an ability to get to know your professor to aid in a better grade. You also have professors who have worked in the field you are pursuing, so some even with connections to help boost you forward in that field. Let's look at the last, which is the PhD program. This is the research degree that can have the most impact on your career. And the reason is that this is one may be the most important pertaining to actual work experience, because the research you conduct can be published in reputable journals and other publications that will give you a boost up in your career field. So qualifications are so heavily leaning on the doctorate. Now, does this mean all doctorates matter? Nah, not so much. Not all degrees are going to be equally treated the same. So before you pursue this degree, understand that you can attain it, but still not advance. So go for the degree when you think you'll feel that is necessary. Real basis for a degree. The real purpose of going to school for most people is to advance in life via their degree program. People also want to make their families proud, a lot of which never got the opportunity to go off to college and attain their educational goals. For some, you have the people who want to go for the breath of fresh air, which to me is not a good method. So overall, The reason people go to college is because they want to better themselves, but don't always need to go to college. Yet still, until today, most people, because so many jobs require you to do so. True salary. The reality of the earnings you see when you research are not reflective of what the real world would look like once you graduate. Because all those so called average salaries are showing you a small snippet. But here's the thing, these average incomes are still based on experiences. And this is where I jump into the next and last area of the subject today, high earnings based in. What does that mean? When you want to build your career, your income is going to be commensurate based on the experience you have in the subject. So your degree is a small part of the overall success in you earning more money. And looking into the .com websites that show salaries will not give you a look into your future earnings, but the earning potential of the person. Note the key word, potential. So with this end statement, why we all have to think about qualifications via our college degree programs. As I have stated before, the qualifications of your career are separate from your degree. You want those qualifications? You're going to have to really put in the time and effort to make sure you better yourself in your career. So what do? You have to build the experience in the world. That's what you have to do. Because without the experience, you don't have much going on for you. So get to moving and making things happen. So, thanks for listening to In the Know. I can't wait to bring the next episode where we talk about keeping student loans and other creditors off your back after you get out of college.